Hey guys, it's Tiffany Nicole here. I'm back, and I just wanted to share an overview of my testimony with God and church, and down the road in future videos I'll share more in-depth details. But for now, this is just kind of like an overview of my journey from the start till now. So back in my freshman year of college, I was dating a guy and he introduced me to this church, and I started studying the Bible with this church, and it was pretty eye-opening, just to see the scriptures laid bare before me for the first time in my life. And I learned things about sin and Jesus and the Gospels and the Old Testament, New Testament, things that I just didn't know about and was really just new to me. And I got baptized, and it just was an amazing journey. I loved my old church. They taught me about discipleship, leadership. I learned about family and love, and fellowship and community, and accountability, purity. I mean, I learned so many things, amazing things, that I will forever be, I feel like, eternally indebted and grateful to them for. And so, I was pretty much there at my old church for like half my life, really. And my old church had churches worldwide, and so I moved to the church in LA, and I hit a wall spiritually. And I didn't know what was going on inside of me or what was happening. And eventually I asked God, I said, God, what's going on? And he was like, I want you to come out of your old church. I want you to leave your old church. And I was just like, no, why? I literally thought that I would die in my old church. That's how indebted and loyal that I felt towards them. And people have generations of families in my old church. People don't leave. It's actually hard to leave. And so, eventually I did, and it was devastating for me, and an extremely hard transition out of there, because it's all I knew, and it was my all, it was my everything. And God brought me to my new church, and I didn't understand why he was bringing me out and bringing me into a new church. But it was about 4 years ago that I left my old church. And over the course of these past 4 years, what God was trying to do is that he was trying to reveal and deal with my heart, because I realized after leaving my old church that, I was very active in my old church. I had a lot of good actions, good works, helped a lot of women study the Bible and get baptized in the whole nine, but my heart was never dealt with. I think I was just kind of steeped in a lot of good works, a lot of busyness, and I feel like God had to deliver me from the spirit of religion or religiosity, which I was unaware of, that I was even steeped in that. I think I had a lot of good intentions, but I think my heart was lost in the busyness of good church works. And so in my new church is when God just really started just dealing with a lot of just the ugliness in my heart, and just things that I've just been avoiding my whole life, and a lot of pride, a lot of anger, a lot of bitterness from my past, a lot of unforgiveness, just a lot of brokenness that, again, I was unaware of the depths of it. And so really all of that led up until this past August, of this year, where I hit another wall, and spiritually, and I was just like, I don't know what's going on, God. And so I just made a decision. I was just like, God, I'm going all in for you. I'm going head first. I'm diving into these deep waters, and I'm not looking back. Because I just was like, this world has nothing to offer me. I can't do this world anymore. I can't do halfway Christianity either. I need all of you. And so I did, this past August, dove headfirst. And it was just the most life-changing and amazing thing that has ever happened to me, because I found what I was looking for, and what God was trying to do with me, why he pulled me out of my old church. Like, he wanted me, you know. In Hosea, it says, like, you know, he brought her out into an open space to speak tenderly to her. I feel like that's what God did to me. He just brought me into his love, and so that it could be just me and him, so that he could speak to me. And we just went on this amazing adventure and this love affair. And in my next video, I'll share how much I feel, you know, how crazy I feel about God. I'll share more in depth about that. But it just was this amazing wild ride that we went on together, and people were like, whoa, she's going off the deep end, like, what's wrong with her? But I was just so adamant about, like, being all in, you know, for God. And I would spend days and hours and just with him. And it was just a beautiful story, beautiful love affair that started to develop, and that he started writing. And I couldn't experience that when I was steeped in religiosity and steeped in a lot of busyness and good works. I had no space for God, you know, sad to say. And I feel like I was exalting my old church above God, almost like an idol, like idolatry. Again, unaware, you know. I was full. I had good intentions. I wanted to do the right thing, but I wasn't aware that I wasn't giving my full heart to God. So dove headfirst into God August, and September 8th, I was just in my room and worshiping God, and I received the gift of speaking in tongues, and that was just a level of power that came over me that it's indescribable. And then a week later, I received the baptism of fire of the Holy Spirit, and even that was just like, now I know why I got pulled out of my old church, because my old church didn't believe in these things, in the prophetic and the supernatural gifts of the Spirit. And God knew I needed that to be equipped with that for where he's taking me and how he wants to use me for his purposes on this earth. And you know, the new churches had revelation on that to equip me with these things. You know, it's been just an amazing wild ride, and I feel like this is just the beginning. And I feel so grateful for all of my past experiences with you know, previous churches and people who have invested and poured into me. It's invaluable, you know. And so now I'm just, you know, he's really equipping me in the prophetic. He's really training me. He's developing me. He's empowering me. And as soon as all these events took place, then that's when I started, you know, putting out videos here on social media for you guys. So I almost feel like he's just, you know, taking me on this journey of using me, you know, for his will on this earth. And it's exciting. And I just want to continue to be a willing vessel for him. So I hope that this helps you on your journey. If you have any questions, you can message me. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Love you. Bye.